Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. At the very outset, I thank you for joining us on our journey, not just to get here to where we are currently seated, but I thank you for accompanying us on our journey through time and driving with us to where we are today. What we learned in this journey is that India, as a country, is a rapidly growing economy. We've seen the figures in the papers, on YouTube, and on every patriotic Indian's Facebook page. But most importantly, as Mayank-san will tell you, we've seen it in the evolution of our customers' demands.
Our sources who have their ears to the ground tell us that the thin layer of the creme de la creme of Indian achievers is not going to stay thin layer any longer. In fact, we predict that the already growing household incomes and consumption figures are going to rise far more dramatically in the days to come.
In fact, the key trends that we've identified in the automobile luxury segment are: 1. People are willing to commit monies for the future. 2. They've realized that affordability is a relative factor. 3. They feel the need to express their individuality more today than ever before. 4. They want to flaunt what they've got. 5. They know that there are many ways to do that. Now that's the consumer perspective. For an industry perspective, I ask you to turn your attention to Nakanishi-san.
The premium car segment has grown at a very fast pace in recent years. These cars are being bought by successful corporates and businessmen, from the multinational banker to the government exporter. They are looking for something that says they have achieved success. They are looking for exclusivity, but also convenience. They are looking for comfort, but also sportiness.
Thank you, Nakanishi-san. All very tough choices. Now, there are many cards in this deck, and it seems as if life is showing the Indian consumer all its choices and telling him to pick a card. Any one card. But what if the consumer wants to pick all the cards? Now, as a company, that is our speciality, as Oishi-san will now tell you.
We are a company who have always given India what she wanted and what she needed. Over the last 2.5 decades, Indian consumers have wanted us a car that suited almost every lifestyle. However, for those who are looking to move to a bigger car but have wanted the brand they know and can trust, we now believe we have an answer.
Yes, we do, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce you to the internationally awarded, stunningly handsome Khizazi. This Khizazi, ladies and gentlemen, as its name suggests, is a sign of things to come. Good things. Great things. Under the hood and inside its doors. We believe that it will offer a new choice to the evolved global Indian consumer in the market for a car in the premium segment. We believe that the car and its maker will appeal, as always, to the Indian audiences. We believe that the Khizazi will change the game. But I suppose that's enough talk. Let's have a look at precisely what we have on our hands here. I request Asai-san to give us a broad insight into the design of the Khizazi.
In front of you is a very clever combination of European style and Japanese craftsmanship. The calm line contrast and yet somehow complement the bold stance the designers have given it. Even better, those very designers have not just made a big car on the outside.
Now, to appreciate the Khizazi a little better, I think you should join me inside so I can show you exactly what we mean. You can see that who you thought were the experts of the small and mid-sized cars know how to maximize space. Well, everywhere. The roominess and the comfort are befitting, well, a noble. The Khizazi is a well-appointed eclectic mix of convenience and luxury. In spite of my love for driving, I'm tempted to look inside rather than on the road, which is safe, but only when you're parked. When you look around, you realize that every element has been carefully and thoughtfully put in place to give the Khizazi a truly upscale feel while letting the passengers sink deeper into the lap of luxury. Carefully and thoughtfully put in place for exactly the kind of person that we have in mind. And there will always be some who prefer the power of being behind the wheel rather than anywhere else in the Khizazi. The first thing they'll notice is the sporty yet elegant instrument panel. With varied controls well within reach, each drive promises a stronger relationship with the road, especially when you exercise this kind of control over the car and the road. And when you think the CVT isn't responsive enough for the adrenaline running through you, you can shift to a manual sporty mode. Yeah, true. There's so much more to this car. Care to step out again? And let's have a look at the rear styling of the car. The rear design of this car is absolutely different from a conventional sedan. It has a very nice sporty look at the rear. Check out the integrated spoiler in the boot lid and the brilliant high mount stop lamp. The rear combination lights in tandem with the dual exhaust complete the aggressive and here. Now when you pop that boot open, you realize that in spite of all the space that we've created in the cabin, we still managed to keep space for all your luggage. And even after our globe-trotting consumer fills it with his luggage, looks like there'll still be some spare space. But I can't wait to look under the hood now. So let me take you around to the front of the car. Now what you have under this large hood and behind that bold grille is a powerful 2.4-litre engine. It gives an incredible 178 PS of power, no less, and 231 Newton meters of torque for the sports enthusiast who would love to get behind the wheel. The very design of this car is made to harness that power and make this a nimble beast. With great power, you need great control and safety. Precisely why we've equipped the Khizazi with everything that gives the driver control in all situations. Cornering, braking, and even when simply driving it. And to keep the passengers safe, this car packs in everything from an advanced body structure to passive safety features. At this point, I'd like to draw your attention to Shashank-san and Raman-san's opinions.
This car is simply brilliant. And if I were asked to describe it to someone, I would be at loss of words.
I tend to think of it as a samurai.
That's amazing. You are absolutely right.
Samurais are companions to the nobility.
It's a fabulous example of the power that they possess.
It is the epitome of Japanese precision and perfection.
It projects a bold facade while maintaining a cool within.
And most importantly, you know you can always count on it.
And we have the proof. After all, it's been put through cold weather trials in Minnesota and hot weather trials in Death Valley. They honed the car's handling on challenging country roads in the United Kingdom and on the Autobahns and the Nürburgring in Germany. The Khizazi represents an unparalleled combination of attainability and emotional appeal, delivering driver satisfaction, looks, and quality far higher than are usually found. The Khizazi will be the flagship vehicle that expands and strengthens Maruti Suzuki's current product line. But what's important is what you, our friends, will have to say when you experience the Khizazi. Will you think it's the game changer? Will you think it's our ace? Will you think it's our trump card too, just like we think? I suppose all of you want to see the Khizazi up close. And so, as the music builds up, I invite Mr. Ivy Rao, Managing Executive Officer, Engineering, and Mr. Manohar Bhatt, the Commercial Business Head South, to unveil the car in a few moments to all of you are waiting on. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Khizazi, our trump car, the sedan of the future, with the soul of a sports car.